Hey, Blast fans and MASL fans alike, it is Mickey.
And Gianni. How's it going, everybody? It's been a while.
It has been a while, especially for you.
Yeah, I'm a little busy.
Well, now you're big time.
I wouldn't say big time. I'm just busy.
I mean, there's only one guy in the whole organization above you. Me. No, I'm kidding. For those of you that don't know, Gianni became mid-season the general manager, vice president in charge of prizes, as we like to call him, for the Baltimore Blast. So congratulations on that.
Thanks,
man.
buddy.
Seriously, well earned. I'm still the guy. I'm the rodeo clown. I'm the guy to throw out there to just say, go entertain people.
And you do.
Well, that's all I'm good at.
Let me just tell you how entertaining it's been. The 2 games we had February 8th and 9th, we do a pizza row.
Oh, yeah.
And, we predetermined who's going to get the pizza.
Right.
And I made sure that they were up top. So
yeah, my fat butt had to walk up and down it.
And he was sweating when he came back down.
I mean, look at me.
Sweating.
I'm a small, fat kid.
When it comes to be Saturday, he goes, man, I hope
look
it's
at my hair. I'm sorry. I'm like Hitler.
Every episode.
I look like Hitler. Look.
Every episode is your hair. That's why, look.
It's terrible.
Nothing, dude. Just buzz it. Get rid of it.
Mr. Ed gets somebody to come in here. Here he comes now. We're live on the air. We're live on the air, Mr. Ed. I just saw you coming by. I wanted to ask your opinion on something. Not opinion, a question.
The answer is no.
Well, no, that's not true. You actually have someone that comes to you to cut your hair. Is that correct?
Correct.
Can I get on that list? I mean, look at this. I mean, I can be here at a certain time and whatever they can do. I mean,
I think he has a height restriction.
Mr. Ed, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to put you on the spot here for a second. It's not been a typical dominating year for the Baltimore Blast playing-wise. Are you happy with what you've seen lately, with the playoffs looming? Are you still confident we're going to make a great run in this?
I think that we're going to make a great run. Right now, we're on a roll. I forgot what I think we won 5 out of the last 6 games.
That's right.
Yeah. So we lost in San Diego on a tough road trip. But, I think we have a pretty good team. I think we can do it, and we're going to do the best we can to, like we always do.
Yeah.
Danny's going to put together the best team on the field that we can, and we're hopeful that we can make a run in the playoffs. We are in the playoffs now, but we have to not lose any more games.
We have to win out, basically.
Yeah, we do. We have to win games because it's very, very tight in our division.
Yeah. Well, Ed, thank you for stopping by. Was there anything you needed to let us know?
Yeah. Be quiet.
All right. Good. Close that door, Ed. I can't stand it. Anyway, the owner just walked in. How cool is that? That's why I like working around here.
He is a cool guy. He is a cool guy to work for. Hey, Paul Bittermeyer is joining us, and we actually were just talking about Paul this morning. So this Friday night, is our annual media game. It is TV, radio personalities.
Yeah,
and this year's a little bit different because these 2 yahoos host this show.
That's me and him.
Yeah. So it's going to be Team Gianni versus Team Mickey.
Yes.
Paul, we need another player. Can you play goal for one of us?
I think Paul would. Me? You have more players than I do.
I don't have more players. We're splitting. We haven't even split the players up yet.
Oh, good. It's not decided.
No, it's not decided at all.
Okay, good.
But Paul, remember who the boss is. So if you want to play goal.
But Paul, I know you're a winner. So if you want to win. Now, Gianni, if you had to rank yourself, he's in. Paul's in. Fantastic.
See how easy that was?
Talk Lee into doing it too. Lee is a broadcaster now.
That is true.
Lee is legitimately a broadcaster. And Lee's got to do it as well. That would be fun.
Mittermeier, so we should flip for it.
All right.
Here we go.
I just want to say that.
Should we have a third person?
No, flip it. Here we go. Here it is.
Well, how come you're flipping?
You want to flip?
Why don't we flip to see who
such a control freak.
Wait, let's flip to see who flips.
All right, deal.
All right.
You want to flip to see who flips?
I'll flip to see who flips.
Okay,
you
go.
Call it.
All right, heads. It's heads.
It's heads.
Okay, so whoever win, you call it. If you win, you get Paul.
All right.
If you lose, you get Paul. I'm kidding. I get Paul. Here we go.
I'm taking heads. I take heads all the time.
All right, here we go. Whoops, missed the table. Heads it is.
I got Mittermeier.
Paul is now on, and he's in. Mr. Ed came back in. He told us to be quiet. You don't have to stand up.
I'm the quarterback.
Jesus, you walk in the room, Ed, he stands up.
Does anybody watch you guys?
There's 50 people watching right now live, Ed.
Why?
What else are they going to watch? Well, the Ed Hale channel's off the air right now. That's why we're getting. So anyway, Paul, you were on Team Gianni, or as I like to call it, the losers.
So we're trying to get. We actually talked about having my son Michael play.
That's fine too.
That would actually
loser gets me. What were we saying about your son?
That would actually he's pretty good. He would be a good ringer.
I would love it. Listen, I'm 51. I
used
to be good.
He'll want to play for you instead of for me.
Of course he will. If I could take a blast at my father. By the way, Andrew Payne, maybe the best line. If Lee plays, will fouls be called? By the way, I have to tell you, one of my favorite interviews when I was at 98 Rock was the first time I met Lee. And we just hit it off right away.
He's a cool dude.
Oh, the best. And he said to me one time, he goes, I think I'm the only player in the history of indoor soccer to be red carded before the game starts.
That is a true story. And remember we asked David and Danny about that.
They kind of remembered, but they weren't sure. So he got red carded before the game started.
So this Friday is our media game. It's also Archdiocese night. So we play 7:30.
Is it the Cardinal or the Bishop?
Archbishop Laurie.
Archbishop. He's one step under Cardinal. Isn't that how that works?
I think it's
the Cardinal, then the Archbishop, then Bishops.
So we're going to play. We play Orlando 7:35.
Yes.
We have a lot of groups coming out, so you should get your tickets now.
Yeah.
Media game at halftime, and I think this should be the year that we play Highway to Hell when he comes on the field.
I always thought that was a great idea. And it was kind of a redemption song. Yeah. Maybe we should play redemption song. Bob Marley. That would be cool. I do want to say, though, that last year at the Archdiocese night, he came. It's actually a neat thing.
It's cool that he comes out. He speaks before the game. The opening kick.
Yeah. Does he do a prayer? Did he do a prayer?
He did do a prayer, I believe. Yeah.
I want to see if this year if he'll bless the team.
Hey, William Vanzella is joining us. William.
William.
One of the last times we did this, we were joking. The only thing he hasn't done is score.
And then he scores twice in a week and a half.
It's ridiculous.
Well, let me tell you what a team player William is. After the game, I went up to William. I want to point this out because I think it's important that fans and the coaches and owners know this. This is true. After the game Saturday night, he was walking off the field, and I walked by him, and I held up two. I go, twice now, buddy, two. And he goes, who cares, man? We won. Goals don't mean anything.
But he has the greatest celebrations. Though.
Oh, it's incredible.
That place explodes when he scores. And let me just, not even talk about soccer, but what he has done with that kid, Liam.
Yeah.
What he has done with Liam.
That was so touching before the game.
I've known Liam's mom. She played soccer with my sister.
Okay.
So I've known Corey since she was like 13. That boy is so brave, so strong, and the relationship he has with William. William walked off the field. He signed autographs for everybody.
Yeah.
But he had Liam and three other kids in tow with him the entire time, and
Yeah.
Liam was by his side
Yeah.
nonstop. I mean, it was fantastic.
I'll tell you, somebody addressed something on here. I don't want to let it go. It says no throwing water bottles at each other. Obviously, a fan saw something on the bench the other day. Let me just address this and this isn't the official team statement or anything. There was a little heated moment on the bench. And let me tell you something. By the end of the game, those two guys that were having the exchange were hugging in victory. If you've ever played at that kind of competitive level, your own personal passion and desire can get the best of you at times. And great teammates know that. And honestly, at the end of the day, respect you for it.
And the thing is, that's a big game, playoff implications. We just came back from San Diego.
Absolutely.
I mean, that is a long – we played the 8th and 9th.
Yeah.
We go to San Diego. We come right back. We got to play a tough Harrisburg team.
Yeah.
Then next weekend,
or
this weekend actually, don't listen to how tough this is. But this is the way it used to be in the old days. So
in the olden days.
So we are home Friday. Then we leave right from the arena Friday, go to Rochester to play Saturday. We leave Rochester as soon as that game is over and bus back to Harrisburg and play Sunday.
So Friday home, away, Saturday, Sunday.
I mean, that is a tough. I mean, this schedule's brutal.
Especially now when you're, there was a time where the Blast were at this time of the year, a lot of times we were 2 or 3 games up on the league.
Yeah, and you're just waiting for the playoffs.
And right now we're hanging on to 4th place to make that playoff run.
We've had the injuries, we've had the visa issues, we've had all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah.
But, it's just the way it used to be. I mean, the old days with the Blast, I mean, they would play home, away, home, but they always had 3-game weekends. Always. And no game is easy in this league. I don't care what their records are or anything like that.
It's funny. At the beginning of the year, we had talked off air and you were like, oh, we'll definitely win this or that one should be. And I've noticed, I mean, we've beat some teams 14-3 and 17-2 or whatever. But it's very competitive, man.
It is.
And Harrisburg, I mean, that was a great game.
That was a very good game. And we didn't play our best soccer either.
We did not.
We did not play well at all. And we started off very, very, very well.
Yeah.
I love him.
I love him too. William is part-time commissioner of the league, apparently.
William is, oh my God.
His sense of humor, I think, gets lost on people sometimes.
Oh, I'm telling you, man, he's one of the funniest guys.
He's a funny guy, man. I enjoy him. I enjoy his tenacity too.
He is a very big,
intense.
Let me just tell you, one year, I think it was my first year doing the music. This is my 5th year with the team.
Yeah.
The first year we did music, somebody gave me a playlist. We weren't really allowed to deviate from the playlist.
Sure.
Like now I play, these guys say, I get messages from Adriano and everyone, hey,
play this, right.
I wasn't allowed to deviate.
Yeah.
And one of the songs was a Justin Bieber song. So William, the way it was set up at the old arena, I was in the corner and where they warmed up.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
William will look at me and just be like shaking his head, doing that. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to say it. Yeah, I was too new to be like, okay, I'll turn it off.
And pardon my ignorance, are the Brazilians known for the salsa, the dance? Is it the salsa or the samba? It's something. It's the dance. It's like a dance thing. You sure it's not?
I don't know. William, do you want to chime in?
William, what is that?
By the way, William is a top fan of. Is he a top fan of the Blast page or of us? I can't. What is that? Would that be a top fan of us or the Blast?
Yeah, the Baltimore Blast. I mean, I consider it Baltimore. See, I'm not as arrogant and conceited as you. I consider being the Blast page me. Like that's what I don't need my own personal page. People
have asked me, is Mickey like your team mascot now?
I have no problem with being a mascot. I've been a mascot my whole life. Just was always my own mascot. Now I'm something for somebody else. Andrew's doing good.
He's been a little banged up.
He's been a little banged up, but I talked to him Saturday night. I asked him how he was doing. He gave me the thumbs up. Yep. Said he feels ready, so we'll see what happens. You know, coach makes ultimate game day decisions.
Let's talk real quick about the 29th.
Yeah.
29th is our Hall of Fame night.
Yeah.
And Scott, I'm telling you. So basically 29th is our Hall of Fame night. We have 3 inductees this year.
Yes.
We have David Bascombe, who's our assistant coach.
Yes.
We have Lee DeChantret, who had a great career in the old MPSL and MISL days.
Yeah.
And we're also inducting Marty McGinty. Marty was a longtime trainer for the Blast, kept us, all these guys, Heather, who we have now, is amazing. But
I'm sorry. William just said the funniest thing. You guys probably saw it if you're on there. I just looked it up too, and he's right. It's the samba. I said salsa first, and then I was like, or maybe the samba, and it's the samba. And William told me to get my life together. He's 100% right.
So, but we have Marty McGinty going in, who was a longtime trainer, helped the team. I mean, he kept his team together.
Yeah.
Back when they had the 3-day weekend.
Did he do what we see Mark doing now? Or was it?
No.
He does what Heather did,
yes,
right? Okay.
Yes. But here's the big thing about the 29th. It's great. Hall of Fame night is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
A great ceremony, but we're doing a jersey auction.
Check this out, kids.
And the guys are playing with jerseys.
Yeah, stop talking. You're not that good at it. Just get it. Look at this. Throwback. This is incredible.
1983-84 jerseys.
So cool.
You know what? Stay here. I have to get something.
You got to get something?
I do.
All right, go ahead. Get whatever you're going to get. We're the only show I know that just gets up and leaves in the middle of it and does what we want. Something else I want to tell everybody. I do believe that the Blast are going to make an incredible run in the playoffs here. I am a big believer in fate and kind of destiny. It's weird. And it's just setting up that the Blast are going to make this run that I think most people will be incredibly blown away with. I think William is really starting to play at a level that, I see a big difference in his not only his goalkeeping, which is phenomenal, and I could never be in a position to adjust that, but even his direction on the field with the other guys. And the team seems to be clicking, even through injury. I think Victor has added an amazing.
Victor hustles.
Wow.
What does he move?
Man. And by the way, Juan, is it Pereira?
Pereira.
Is that how you say it? Very intense guy. I thought he had a great game the other night.
He did.
And, obviously, Adriano, Vinny, the veterans are just, they're just, I see us playing better soccer Was it the best soccer I've seen from the Blast Saturday? No.
But the fact that we put up 7 against a good Harrisburg team and not
Absolutely.
play our best soccer.
Exactly.
All right, so here we go. For the 29th, we're selling extra. Hold on. There's our girl, Delana. Delana has had a hell of a time since New Year's Eve. She is the sweetest girl in the world. She's having some elbow issues. She had an accident. She's got surgery after surgery, and she's still going strong. Delana is flipping awesome. She's coming out Friday night.
Excellent.
Yeah. So
Delana, I look forward to seeing you.
All right, so here we go. For the 29th, not only are we offering off player jerseys, we have some throwbacks. So we're going to be selling jerseys with Stamenkovic.
Who else we got in there?
We have Kenny Cooper.
Wow.
We have – who else do we have? We have –
so glad we thought all this through.
Yeah, I know, right? Are we professionals?
Yeah. By the way, you don't even have Blast gear on right now. What did Mr. Ed say in the meeting? We need to start really focusing on merchandise. Look at me, team player, right in the moment. My Blast jacket on. You know, I wear my Blast jacket everywhere.
Do you?
I'll go on stage doing comedy.
You are?
And and friends of mine are like, "Are you going to get in trouble for the things you say wearing a Blast jacket?"
All right, here we go.
I'm like, I'm not even an employee. I'm just a freaking
former
mascot.
team captain and Blast coach, Dave McWilliams. And we have 2 more that we're going to be selling that everyone's going to be very excited about. You and I have talked about this guy a lot.
Joey Fink. I was there the night he scored 7 goals.
New Jersey Rockets.
One of the greatest things I've ever seen in professional sports.
And the last one, I got to find it. He was a team badass that no one ever messed with.
I know. Don't show me the jersey. I bet I can predict it. And I don't know who we picked for jerseys. But the way you described it can only be one of 2 people.
All right, go ahead.
I'm going to go with Mike Stankovic.
Ding, 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 ding.
Damn
ding,
right.
Ding. So we're going to have
Count Dracula.
We're going to have these jerseys available. Plus, we're going to have some blank ones because people don't know this, but I've been talking to Doug Neely, who's a former Blast player and Hall of Famer.
Yeah, sure.
We're going to have an old-timers game at the arena on the 29th from 4 to 5 p.m.
Are fans allowed to get there early?
The doors will be open at 4. These guys are going to be playing. They're going to be available for autographs all night. So jersey-wise, it's going to be large and extra large.
Large and extra large.
Yep.
Sorry, Kevin. But, whenever a guy asks what's the biggest size you have, chances are you're probably not big enough if you have to ask. You know what I mean? We probably don't have it. I feel bad for big people.
We don't. I mean, what
are you looking at?
I'm just looking at your height. That's all.
Talking about fat. What are you looking at? Look, I'll admit. Although, I have lost weight. You haven't even noticed.
I have noticed.
No, you haven't. Look at that.
Should we tell them the joke that we had the other night?
I don't remember the joke.
The Kool-Aid joke?
Oh, yeah. That was hilarious. I'm wearing my red Vinny T-shirt at the games. That's been my new uniform. I like that. And anyway, Gianni, a lady that works for us, Tina, her daughter's standing there. Her daughter's adorable. She's 13. And I'm standing there in my red shirt. And all of a sudden, Gianni goes, I can't believe, what's her name? The daughter. I know it too. Anyway, can't believe she called you the Kool-Aid man. And I was like, and she's like,
her face just went white.
She didn't do anything. She didn't know what to do. By the way, state talk, Gianni.
Oh, where are you going now?
To get the plug.
Oh, get the plug. We are going to go off the air here. Again, we're not prepared. We don't have the jerseys here. We didn't charge the laptop. I got to plug it in over here.
Yeah, I know. I'm plugging it in though.
We are the epitome of professionalism.
And by epitome of professionalism, this is why it's the best show the MASL has.
That's right.
Of any of the podcasts or anything.
Are we allowed to talk about that?
About what?
The MASL does a webcast.
It's horrible.
Let's just say that they wanted a team to pay a fee
to be a part of
do it.
Yeah.
So
Ed's like, I got the best podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
I got the best live show there is.
So
because here's why. True nitty-gritty fans.
Be right back.
Yeah, true nitty-gritty fans that want to hear who had the most goals this week, who had the most saves, what percentage. That's not what we do. We're not sports guys. We're Blast guys. We like to talk about everything, Blast and soccer and even other stuff. I like when Gianni comes back, I'm going to bring something up that has nothing to do with soccer, see how he reacts. Listen, Gianni's a great general manager. and vice president and everything. Not that great on here. Oh, hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
You good?
Good.
All right. So anyway, I was just telling everybody how great I think you are on this show.
I'm sure you are. I believe you.
Well, you shouldn't because I was lying.
So anyway, this guy D Jr. No, the jerseys are going to be available at the team store. There's a team store thing. So the auction's going to go on to the third quarter, end of the third quarter that night.
Yeah.
The blank jerseys, we're going to have Doug Neely and the guys who are coming out to play.
Yeah.
Sign them, and we're going to auction that one off.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's going to be a lot of cool things going on 29th.
Out of all the players that have ever played for the Blast, and let's leave the superstar Hall of Famers out of it. Who's been one guy you just loved, even though he may not have had huge success, but he was just a great dude, and like you really enjoyed him being on the team? I got a couple guys.
You go first. I got to think about that.
I think Looking Land.
Oh, you're going like newer
or old. I'm just going back. Looking Land. Oh my God, Billy Nelson. I loved.
Yeah, Nelson, dude.
I loved Lee.
Yeah,
Lee was awesome. Joey Barger, because I know him.
Michelle Millwood.
Yeah. Another great one.
Michelle Millwood won the championship for us in St. Louis on an overtime goal.
Yes.
Just Rusty Troy is another good one. Number 4.
Yeah.
Played for us for a long time. Texas guy. Scott Heilman was a really good, great goalkeeper for us.
I remember Scott. Yep, absolutely.
Heilman did really, really well for us.
Yeah, 100%.
That's a good question. From the 80s, I mean, the one I got to go with is Paul Kitson.
How great was Paul, dude?
Paul Kitson.
Amazing guy.
Paul Kitson was, and he would do his little dance afterwards.
He gave me a pair of Pumas, brand new one time.
And Paul hit the nail on the head to Carlos Garcia.
Carlos Garcia was great.
Ed's a huge Carlos Garcia fan.
Great call, Paul.
Yep.
You know, another guy I loved was Noel Dixon. I don't know if you remember Noel Dixon.
I do.
Early 80s.
I thought he played outdoor. I thought he was more of an outdoor player.
I mean, he played for the Blast, though. Peter Baralich.
Oh, Peter Baralich was another amazing guy. He had a big goal for us against San Diego in the '83 championship.
Are you talking about the set piece?
No, we were down. We were down by 1 in Game 4 against San Diego. He tied it with a left foot from the red line, and we won in overtime to force a Game 5.
Wow.
Baralich and he's still around. I think he's in Florida now.
That guy was so good, man.
Yeah, he was very, very good. I guess because I could say personally, I've been friends with him for a long time. Is Neto?
Oh yes, Sagu is another one.
Yes, Neto and I coached his son Taylor and my son Thomas. We played club together at Overly.
Yeah,
and him and I coached, and Sagu was our goalie coach.
Wow,
and we had a girl goalie, and our girl goalie was better than any.
Hold on,
that we had.
Gianni.
I'm telling you, man. Yes, are you okay?
You just kind of broke the man code.
No, man.
You can't be telling great sports stories. Never mind. I'm going to stop.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
Mike Reynolds, that's another one.
I don't know too many guys that brag on their co-ed.
No, let me tell you something. We were a U8, U9 team. And
we were going back to U8,
yes,
U9.
I'm talking about.
Did you ever see The Fan with Robert De Niro?
Yes.
That's you.
Yeah.
Remember he has an obsession. You think the whole movie he played professional baseball, and it turned out to be was his 9-10 team.
Our club team was by far one of the best teams around. And this is like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And boy teams would watch us show up, and we had a girl goalie, and they would laugh.
But she was awesome.
And we would beat them every time.
No, listen, there's some girl players.
And Sagu would sit there with his arms folded just smiling.
There was some girl players when I was growing up. Debbie Sadler comes to mind, if anybody knows that name. She could have gone to any boys' high school and played. I'm not kidding you. She was incredible. And I'm joking about not remembering your co-ed team. I'm just messing with you. Kitson pulling his boa out. Do you remember that?
I don't.
Are they confusing him and what's his name from WWE?
No, he did have I do remember that now. He
had a boa constrictor.
Yep, I do remember that.
Who was the wrestler? Was that
Jake the Snake?
Jake the Snake, right?
With Damien.
Damien, right? Yeah. Yes. Mobilio.
Mobilio was another good guy.
Yeah, there's so many great guys.
I remember when the Cleveland Force folded, and we picked up Kai Hoskovy, Keith Furphy, and Andy Chapman.
Andy Chapman,
and those dudes were so hated when they played us, but when they came here, man,
they were adored. It would have been like if 2 years ago the Ravens would have signed Roethlisberger.
Yeah.
Would we have really hated him?
No.
We'd have loved him the moment he walked on the field.
Right, exactly.
You only hate him because he's wearing black and gold.
Yeah, so we've had some really good players in the past. But yeah, it's the Hall of Fame night's always a good night. We got a lot of guys coming back. I don't know exactly who. I'm waiting for Neely to give me the names of who's coming back.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a big night on the 29th. 21st, we got who do you have from 98 Rock playing?
Justin and Wendy have said they'll be playing.
I have Brian James from 92Q. We have we have Rachel Carden, Christy Breslin, Ava Joy from Channel 13.
Nice.
We have Mittermeier now.
Yeah.
So we have a nice mix.
I mean, we'll have it. I mean, we're going to need what we got, like 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to need to be subbed 2 or 3 times in that kind of time frame.
I'll have Mountain Dew on my bench. You'll have cigarettes on your bench.
That's perfect.
We're gonna be...
Cigarettes and coffee, and my team's going to kill it. Believe me. By the way, I want to go back a couple of minutes ago. Dave Kovaleski requested corn dogs at the concession stands. Dave, please.
That is an inside joke between this fan page, I guess. The whole corn dog thing started by Adam Granatella in Milwaukee.
Got it.
Kovaleski, look, it's got food. Kovaleski's there.
Oh my God, Carl Valentine.
Yeah, Carl Valentine. David Byrne.
David Byrne's another great.
Yeah.
Who was the goalie that played for either Chicago or Cleveland, and then we got him? He was awesome.
Oh, we had Slobo Ilieski for 1 year. We had Scoop Stanisek.
No. God, he played for us probably 2 years, maybe 3.
Who did he play for?
Either Chicago or Cleveland or Cincinnati.
I don't know. I don't remember.
As soon as I said the name, you'd remember. It was like, I think it was between Manning and Van Aaron or after Van Aaron.
We had a guy named Mickey Poole, and he only played like 2 or 3 games before he hurt his back and couldn't play anymore.
No, this guy, I think he was American as well.
We had Chris Vaccaro.
Chris Vaccaro, that's what I'm thinking of. Where did he come from?
Vaccaro was with us in the early days, didn't play, and then traveled around, then came back when we were to Spirit.
No, he played with Chris Vaccaro. I'm telling you,
He was with Cleveland.
Cleveland. That's what I remember. Were they the Force then?
Yes.
Yeah, that's how I remember. Because he played Chris Vaccaro. Thank you. He played lights out one night. I mean, he must have saved 30 shots on goal.
Yeah.
And we lost. But it was clearly him.
I remember we actually put his initials on the crossbar as like a sign of honor to him after he retired.
Really? He was phenomenal,
downtown,
man.
I think it said CV.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
He was phenomenal.
Yeah.
He was one of my, because I was a goalie, I would always, you had, I remember Sepp Gattenhammer.
Yeah.
Do you remember Sepp?
Oh, yeah. Sepp had the big bushy hair and beard.
And was very, very animated in goal.
He was.
Dive a lot.
He was one of the first guys that pulled his socks up to his knees.
I did that because of him. Yeah, I did that because of him.
Yeah.
So him, Sepp Gattenhammer, Keith Van Aaron, and Chris Vaccaro were my childhood, and Sepp Messing was outdoor goalie.
Shep Messing was with, but he was with the New York Arrows for his first 4 years.
Indoor?
Yeah.
I don't remember him playing indoor.
He played for the Arrows.
Because I remember when he played for the Cosmos.
He played for
the Arrows. Wow, I didn't realize
Back then, I was just telling someone the other day, we were talking about turf and the colors. And I remember the New York Arrows used to have a yellow, their turf, the field was green.
Green.
And the gold turf was yellow.
Yeah, I remember that too. It was
always a big deal.
Yeah.
Because it was different.
Yeah, those were great days. And I remember it was what I used to love, because they would say Nassau Coliseum.
Yeah.
And the only other time I heard that was on WWE.
Oh, right.
Or WWF back then. Last night at the Nassau Coliseum.
Let me tell you something, Mean Gene.
Yeah. So I love that stuff. Anyway, there was so many. Timmy Whitman, we're leaving off the list.
Yeah.
Timmy, such a great player. Incredible. Junior Hobley here, he played with or against Timmy Whitman, Stankovic, Drago, Van Aaron, Jim Pollahan.
Yeah, Pollahan.
I knew Jim Pollahan off of the field. My first wife's father, and he became very close. And I got to know him and his wife off the field, and what a great guy.
Yeah,
from St. Louis.
I think he's still up in Harrisburg. I think he lives still in PA.
Okay. I'd love to. I haven't seen him in 30 years.
Yeah.
Maybe more, 35 years. God, I'm old. Anyway, I hope this Hall of Fame game, the old-timer game.
Yeah, it's going to be from 4 to 5.
That's the 29th?
29th.
Awesome.
Doug Neely's putting it together. He's been texting me every day. He said he'll have names for me this week because we got to get them the tickets.
Sweet. Yeah.
And again, Bascombe, Deshaun Trett, and Marty McGinty going in. This weekend is the 21st against Orlando. And then we go right to Rochester and Harrisburg. Look, you obviously want to win all three.
Yes.
Every game is important now, but we have to take care of business at home and then go up to Rochester, take care of that, and then just play as hard as we can in Harrisburg. That's a tough trip.
Agreed.
So I'm curious to see how Danny handles this.
I have all the faith in the world in Danny Kelly.
Oh, absolutely.
I think he's a phenomenal coach, probably the best in the league. And
we've had some big wins this year. I mean, we had to play Utica 4 times. We split that twice. We played a very good Sonora team. Sonora comes here and we beat them. Yeah. We played very well against San Diego here. We did not play poorly in San Diego.
No, it was just a great game and we lost.
We dominated the entire first half.
Agreed.
I would say the first 5 minutes of the third quarter, we kind of, crapped the bed a little bit.
Yeah.
Came out, pretty bad, but we kept pressing. It's a hard place to play. You're traveling across the coast. Yeah. And coming right back. I mean, it doesn't matter what you do. You can go out there a day or two before. It doesn't matter.
Blast fans, 3 home games left in the regular season. 410, 73 Blast for tickets. Ask for Dan. And listen, I say this all the time. Most of you that are on here are Blast fans already, but if you just stumbled upon this and wondering what's going on, it's one of the best bangs for your buck. I want to tell a quick story. I know someone who has a special needs child who's autistic, and it's very, very difficult for them to find something that their child will really enjoy and really take part in. And he went to his first Blast game. It was magical.
Is that who you pointed out to me?
Up at the top.
Yeah.
It was so magical. I mean, he just absolutely loved it, adored it, screamed, "Let's go Blast," until he lost his voice.
That's awesome.
And so I just want to say that the entertainment value in this game and the pace of it and the amount of scoring is incredible. And it's really a great family environment. All the kids walking around the concourse. And guess what I saw the other night?
What's that?
In the back hallway, kids playing soccer with the mini ball. Like we used to at the arena. It just made me smile. And one of the guards, I swear I did this. One of the guards was walking towards him. I went, "Don't make them stop." And I have my thing on, so it looks like. And he's like, "Really?" I go, "They're not going to. What are they going to break cinder blocks? Like, right. They're playing against cinder blocks."
But I mean, we've had some huge groups. We've had Middle River come out.
Yeah.
Edgemere's bringing like 500 people on the 7th.
Wow, that's like the whole town.
We've had the great girls from Union who are doing our tournament again. Yeah. We're doing a tournament February 29th. So we need U13 boys and 2010 boys.
That's awesome.
And then for March 7th, we need one 2011 girls classic team.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds great.
Elite, Premier, and then classic, I think.
Okay.
So we need one girls team on the 7th, and that's it. And then, so we'll have 2 full days of tournaments on the 29th and 7th.
Yeah.
The crowds are going to be really, really big.
Yeah.
So it's it's going to be a good time. And I want to touch real quick too on what we did on the 8th with the Amy Caprio and the police.
Yeah.
We had talked about it many times. We posted the Caprio jersey, and we had her family come out on the 8th. That was one of the coolest moments.
It was.
That I think.
I don't know about you. I filled up. The field.
We showed the family the jersey before that way if there was any
emotional reaction,
they got it out of the way.
Yeah.
But to watch 2,700 people in the arena give them a standing ovation, was one of the coolest things.
Yeah.
And then to have the nephews do the first kick with Vinny and William.
It was unreal.
We have that. We have that kid Liam. We've had some really good stories.
Great community emotional stories that I think just really point out how classy this organization is.
And then there's us.
Blast fans, 410, 73 Blast. Get your tickets now. 3 home games left. We're going to make a run into these playoffs, and you want to get on board now. We will talk to everybody very soon. Gianni, as always, great fun, great pleasure.
Always.
Go back to pencil pushing. Media game this Friday. Come see me destroy.
It's like Rocky and Apollo Creed.
Destroy Gianni. Which one's Apollo?
I'll be Apollo.
You have no choice.